And literally, I was like, well, behind the rhyme can be hip hop. Cam quotes can just be universal. It can be national. It could be something for any person to gravitate to, and not just the people of hip hop culture or just black people. Even though, of course, I think it's more important now than anything that we have the positive, powerful black images representing black people above
Definitely.
all.
It's a beautiful time too, man.
Right. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know if
saying?
y'all seen that little cage.
No, I ain't seen it
Man,
yet.
it's
I've been hearing
cold,
this dope.
bro. Like, man, it's really a beautiful time in just black art. Period.
Right.
I mean, like, I feel like decades from now we gonna look at this like Harlem Renaissance, like Timbuktu.
Nice.
I mean, we seeing, great black images, great black heroes,
Right.
with good storylines behind them, like something you can really get behind. Marvel got the Black Panther coming out 2017.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, good black characters with good writers around them, good camera angles, like
Right.
everything looks legitimate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, we have no complaints on that end, at least. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? As far as the way we being portrayed on in certain ways.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's taking some good leaps.
Right.
As long as we keep taking the hymns, you know what I mean?
I
And
dig
taking
it.
the responsibility is gonna be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no,
It's gonna keep
absolutely.
growing, so.
So, I've been watching you, man. And I think at the first joint I heard, where you from interviews with guys with a couple of the cats.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes, Chuck Foot were on there, and I was like,
Produced by Wild Style.
all right, well, I should always be looking out. He everywhere,
Definitely.
behind the boards, behind the cameras, he doing it all.
Man,
You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
keep up.
Right. And I was like, okay, decent. Then I got a prequel of the astronauts project,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, all right, okay. I'm messing with this a little more than the last joint. And then I heard the full project, and you really had just some extremely dope joints throughout the project. Like, it
Appreciate
wasn't
that,
top
man.
heavy, it wasn't bottom heavy, it wasn't the gym in the middle.
That's really what we were trying to do with that, man.
You know what I'm saying? And
Spent
then,
a lot of time listening to Thriller.
no doubt, it's a great album for inspiration of all kinds.
Definitely.
And then I heard the Crooked joint with Max, and I was like, all right, dope.
Shout out to Tone, man.
No
Never
doubt.
nothing.
No doubt, and we're gonna get into that because I know it ain't all rap for you. So, I guess what attributes to most of your just growth and success with recording as an artist?
You saying what contributes to mine?
Yeah.
Understanding that all art is connected in some way. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? If my graphics get better, it usually helps me acknowledge the way I'm doing my music in a different way. So it may,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, inspire some changes in that way. Still sharp and steel, pretty much. So
Right.
that's really what it is. It's all a connected thing. You know what I mean? So that's really how I look at it.
I dig it. Sure, turn.
Oh,
Oh no, you all good. So, Pharoah clothing.
yes, sir. It's
Now,
clean.
Now, when the first time I seen it, I was like, yo, that's a pretty dope image. And you just had it as just like an image that was just up. Then you started blessing cats like myself. Again, I appreciate it with the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And I think I seen, a few days ago, you had a full line blown out Pharoah clothing, and you were you had like a Letterman jacket to the point, and you actually doing like real like fashion designs.
Yes.
So I mean, just break that down, Pharoah clothing for me, and why did you just take it beyond just, of course, just the t-shirt?
Man, I just really wanted to show people what I could do on the fashion side. I designed everything. All the ads are designed by me.
Nice.
It's just something I've very much been interested in, and I wanted to show people how serious I was about it.
Mhm.
Like you said, when you first saw it, it was just a logo that kind of represented me as a rapper, but something I've just been learning to do this year is just utilize some of the things I have. So I wanted to use that logo
Mhm.
in all respects. And also, with the clothes to show people I can create a full, a lot of people have t-shirts, but I wanted to show people I can create a full clothing line.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know what I'm doing. And you know, that's pretty much the statement we were trying to make with that.
And it literally looks like you know what you're doing, and I don't even mean that as just you just know where to put your logo and product placement, but it's like, nah, I see the updates on social media, and I was like, nah, fam really got like a clothing line, like, and it's not powered by the music, it's not powered by a particular artist or name or some click. It's like, no, this is like standalone, like a Tommy Hilfiger, like a Ralph Lauren or something like that. It's like where you don't know the creator, but you know the gear. You know what I'm saying? Now that's commendable, man.
That's the goal we were really going for, man. We've been looking at boutiques all year. Billionaire Boy, the Hundreds, 10 Deep.
Right.
I've had the chance to work with Maxi on, you know what I'm saying, on a more personal level, just taking pointers from just being in that for nothing, and Matt with Slum House, you know what I'm saying, taking up pointers about what sells and trying to what demographic to market to, and to make sure you're giving your customers what they want. So I've just been taking in pointers from everybody, man. Just trying to learn, you know, from some of the big dogs who've been doing it before me, and, you know, using the things that work for them and just trying to incorporate it with the vision I have, you know. And you made a great point about it being a standalone brand, and I just feel like that's very important. I feel like sometimes people who are multi-talented and multifaceted things, sometimes they can be lazy. You know, it makes them lackadaisical in other areas. So I really wanted to put my energy into showing that this is something separate from this over here.
Right.
This is completely different. This is an entity in its own. It has its own identity.
Right.
Its own meaning. You know what I'm saying? Its own agenda behind that.
No doubt.
Separate from every other thing that we're doing. So,
no doubt.
Just wanted to be taken serious.
No, and absolutely. And I think I don't think there's a way that people can see it and not take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Indianapolis, right?
Yes, sir.
Nap or nothing. Eastside Nap.
Yes, sir.
So nap or nothing. Before we get into the physical, what does that literally mean to you personally?
It's just an idea surrounded around building a real culture, a real sound, real support around whatever you want to call this new budding. I can't call it a new thing, but I'm just saying you have a lot of new cats coming on the scene. The shows are more pop. Like, we're creating a culture. You know, we see what's going on with Trees and some of the things Oreo Jones is doing down in Fountain Square. So it's just about building bridges. You know what I'm saying? You just living here in Indianapolis. Sometimes in the hip hop scene, you see a divide.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you have more of the trap sounding rappers and the hip hop heads. You know, we just trying to build that, bridge that gap, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Building bridges, that's the concept of Nap or Nothing. People who are doing community work, just average everyday people, average everyday fans. Sometimes we get so stuck in becoming like a social club where rappers are rapping for other rappers, and you know what I'm saying? We're putting on pretty much for just our friends and family, but trying to get real community support, you know what I mean, on all levels. And that's, you know what I'm saying, where you have a real fan base forms.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the whole concept, and got to give Maxi credit on that one, you know what I mean? We're just kind of stepping behind what he's already laid the platform for and trying to take it to the next level.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
And next level, Lafayette Square Mall.
Yes, sir.
A new brand, a new store, Nap or Nothing, exists on the west side. Physically. So now get into the physical. How does that come through?
It's beautiful, man. And what we trying to show people is that it's not just a clothing thing.
Right.
We do CD duplication. We do artist management. We do artist consulting. We do photography. We do videography, custom clothes. I mean, anything you can think of to support any type of up and coming artist as well as entrepreneur. We trying to have our hands in, and we're trying to support and fund and build a community. It's not just we want to give customers a true custom experience when they come in the door.
Right.
That's what we're aiming for, trying to build a real community based.
It's actually on me, brother.
Oh my bad.
And that's a game. But it's all good, man. The conversation is dope. I appreciate it, man.
Cam got me. Cam got me.
There was like a fashion show
Yes,
in
sir.
there. But
Yeah.
now, was that the launch of the actual store?
No, sir. That was just something that kind of, when people were familiar with it, it was Never Nothing was formerly called The Makers.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the launch of kind of a new beginning, somewhat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just grown so much within the year that it's been there. It's been more brands, more designers. So that was just another time and another opportunity to showcase what was new. You know what I mean?
I dig
Showcase everybody.
I'm digging.
So that's what that fashion show was about. And we even next time we gonna plan on doing something even bigger, using more space in the mall since it was so successful
Nice.
last time.
Awesome.
So yeah, we definitely plan on building
Dope.
off of that fashion show.
So what is I mean, obviously, like I said, it's always deeper than rap with you because you do as much behind the scene as you do on the scene. Do you think that your passion for creating is ever going to die out?
Never.
Never.
Never. If anything else, I have more of a burning desire than ever.
Nice.
I just feel like I've been working on my craft to the point where I'm finally getting, a little bit more polished. Like sometimes when you're a perfectionist, I feel like growth is just so rewarding to you.
Mm-hmm.
To see where I can go
Right.
tomorrow, where I can go next week, where I can go next year. That drives me. I mean, that's gonna eternally drive me.
I'm digging
You
it.
know what I mean? I'll never stop creating. Even if I'm not doing music,
Mm-hmm.
I'll always either be designing or painting or doing videography or graphic design or just something where I'm expressing myself. You know what I mean? That'll
Awesome.
never go away.
Awesome.
So that's here to stay.
That's what's up, man. Well, listen. Last thing I want to get into is just new music. What you got?
Working on a project called Stay True.
Yeah.
It's coming soon. That is cold as hell.
All right.
Cold in a motherfucker. That's the only way I know how to describe it. I just really wanted to get back into the reasons I start loving music.
Right.
I went back in the crates and just put on, the Carter 2 and All Eyes on Me and Erykah Baduism and Outkast, Aquemini, and all these records that I just loved that made me want to rap, that
Mhm.
made me want to go hard. The Eminem Show, Blueprint, Illmatic, all these records that just made me want to step up my game, whether it was production-wise, lyrically, stylistically, all those things, man. I just tried to reintroduce myself to them on a personal sense. Even before I started this project,
Nice.
I just kind of wanted to step away and get. Sometimes when you rapping and competing, it can become very. I don't know the word I want to use. Just it gets kind of robotic, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It
right.
loses its soul.
Right.
And I feel like I'm just an emotion, you know what I'm saying, driven artist. Like I like to express myself in my emotions and how I'm feeling and my political statements and my
Right.
statements on other things through all forms of art. So
Right.
I just really wanted to go back to the essence and get motivated again.
I dig it. So, last question I got for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
In 2017, what is the statement for AG the Pharaoh?
I want to be thought of as a great musician.
Mm.
Musicianship is really, I feel like my 2016 goal when I came into it this year, I said, man, I gotta show them I'm more than just a rapper.
Right.
I have to find some way for people to also know that I'm not just a rapper, but take me serious doing behind the camera as well. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So that's really my goal in 2017 is really just to get back into the music, man. You know, I'll hit them hard that way. Drop a classic.
I dig
Drop a
it.
classic on them. So that's the goal for
I dig it.
2017, man.
Awesome. Awesome. That's game, my brother.
Right.
It's all good, man. So, I got a selection of songs for you.
What am I singing? God damn.
Do you you like pop music?
All right.
You Brian, I'm Nick.
Okay, got you. My fire, you
There you go.
desire, belief. When I say I want it that way,
But we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
tell me why,
Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Yeah, that's my man. AG the Pharoah. Hey, listen.
my career's over. My career's done.
Check out the
I'm about
bars,
to get a
though.
job in this spot.
Tell me where they can reach you at, fam.
Hey, check me out on Twitter, Minutes777. Hit me up on Instagram, ag.the.Pharaoh.
Alright. Hey,
The society, not for nothing.
there it is. Not for nothing. Listen, life is a culmination of good and bad decisions you make. So please, don't have unprotected sex with someone you hate. Alright? It's Cam Quotes.
Please.
We out here.
Hey.